Yo, welcome to the Shine Space. It's a new day, it's a new week, it's a new you, and it's a new me. And you know what time it is? It's time to shine. Welcome back to the Monday Refresher. And this week on the Monday Refresher, I want to talk about how we unfold and how there's a natural unfoldment already happening. And I want to share that by just kind of a story of my experience and what I've been kind of seeing. And first thing is just like, it's cool because we're always on this learning curve of life, especially when we're looking towards the direction of our authentic expression, of being more of ourselves and allowing our light to shine more and seeing all the things that are actually getting in the way of us shining actually. And so there's always going to be a learning curve because we're always going to be seeing things different. We're going to be seeing where we've created limits for ourselves and where these limits are kind of hindering us from shining. So I don't think there's ever going to be a point where it's like, well, I got it, I'm here. I'm shining like myself. I feel like there's a lot of conditioning and a lot of things that we're going to continue to go through. But this is a cool thing. It's like this process doesn't have to be forced actually, because it is a natural unfoldment. It's natural for us to become more of ourselves. It's natural for us to shine brighter. It's natural for us to love ourselves more. It's natural for us, once we see that we can be authentic, to move in the direction of the most authentic expression. And that can only happen now. And so this is something, me and Danny have a podcast, Refreshing for the Soul, as you guys know. And I'll actually share, I'll share the podcast link in this post as well. But something that we talked about is that, like, oftentimes when we're on this personal development journey, or whatever journey you're on, this journey of getting better, this journey of becoming a better person, or whatever it is, it's just like we become aware of things, and then when we become aware of things, we feel that we have to literally like grab a hold of it and change it. And the analogy that I want to use for this is like the first time reading a personal development book, and this personal development book brings something to your awareness, something about yourself that you didn't know. They said that you can be more productive, if you will. They said you can have better time management or whatever it is, but they brought it to your awareness, and you saw that, oh, this is actually an area that I can improve. And it's interesting because, like, at first, like, you had this pattern or behavior all of your life, but you didn't even know about it, so it wasn't a big deal. But when you read this personal development book, it makes you aware of it. But that moment that we become aware of it, we've already learned. We're already unfolding. We're already moving in the direction of the thing that we want. And so we don't really have to beat ourselves up for it. And that's what happens most of the time, or at least in my experience, where I'll become aware of something and then I'll like really like freaking grab a hold to it and try to change it and try to change myself. But it's like, the moment I become aware of it is a moment that I start to transform, the moment I start to change. And the more that I can take the pressure off myself, the more that it'll naturally unfold. I'll naturally get better. I'll naturally become more productive, if you will. That's a horrible one because I don't gauge productivity, but I'll naturally move towards the thing that I want to see more of in my life actually. And so that's what happens. And if we take a look at children literally, they're just exploring actually. Children are always naturally unfolding, like they just try things on and see what works for them, and the things that don't work, they just put them to the wayside. It's like we didn't have to force ourselves or put pressure on ourselves to learn how to walk. It just happened. We just took one step and we learned from that step. Oh, this actually works better. This works better. But it was really no force into it. And so what I'm excited to explore this week, and what I'm inviting to you to explore this week, is where you might be putting a lot of effort into your growth and expansion and being more authentic, and seeing how can it be more effortless. How can you experience this unfoldment in a more graceful type of way, in a more refreshed way actually. And I'm really excited to see that for myself, because it's just like I'm seeing the areas. So real quick, what I want to say is, like, when I say effortless, there's nothing that's actually effortless actually, because like there's literally nothing that's effortless actually. Everything takes some type of energy. So but I would actually say what I think effortless, I would like to say natural is a synonym for effortless, but I don't think it is. But natural, like natural, the natural thing is like we become aware of something and we naturally have an inclination to get better at it. We don't have to beat ourselves up about it. Like if you be mean to someone and you saw that you were being mean to them, you naturally have an inclination to be kinder and be more nicer. If you see an area where you're very like kind of I don't know, but yeah, I think the nice one is the best one actually. Or area that you want to improve in your life, it's like, I want to get better at this. Like, you don't have to beat yourself up. You don't have to beat yourself up for it. You'll naturally have an inclination to get better at that and focus on that. That's just how kids do, and we can experience that in our adulthood, and that will give us the grace and the space to even go out and do more stuff, to be more of ourselves, and see that we're naturally unfolding into more love, into more light, into more freedom of expression, and we don't have to beat ourselves up for it. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoy. Leave a comment if you got anything from this, and I'll see you in the shine space. Much love. Peace.